Well, it has certainly been a while since I've done any art journaling, and I am working still on my painted brochures. These are paint brochures from the hardware store that I'm binding into a journal. So I'm working on just individual pages because what I had done is taken all the paint brochures and covered them with, collaged them with napkins, and then some of them I did jelly plate prints off of. And so that's where I'm at with this one right here. And I went ahead and cut out of just some scrap papers some shapes. So this is like from a scrapbook paper pad. This is from a foreign text book. And then I have some triangles that I have cut out of a phone book. And those are going to overlap. And I'm going to use some Collage Page to put all these down just like that. And then I'm going to take a whitewash of gesso, and right here, just a whitewash of gesso, and go over all that, and I'll be back. I have quite a few supplies out right now. Right now I'm taking a roller ball pen and I'm just gonna do some doodling. This is from Pam Carricker's Art at the Speed of Life. Gotta be mindful of where I'm going to put my stamp, because I don't want my marking to go into that. I want to do some more doodling. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. So until I get that figured out, what do I want to do now? Taking my water brush. Over that India ink. This is dark sepia. And you have to do it when it's still wet, because it's a permanent marker once it's dry, so you have to work with it pretty fast. I'm just widening the lines, that's all. It's been so long since I've done any art journaling, it's trying to get my mojo back. And one more. I'm gonna start running into my... Oh, see, I already messed up. because now my stamp isn't going to show up. Right, I didn't think about that. See, I've already messed up. So, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Probably should have just stamped it first. Maybe I'll do that. See, this just goes to show how things get. Just kind of have to go on the fly here, because I mess up quite a bit. Alright, I'm going to take a pip pen in walnut brown. Kind of going with monochromatic theme here. And I'm just going to paint my word here. This is a Unity stamp, one of Donna Downey's word stamps. This says achieve. I'm doing a really crappy job here of getting my ink onto the okay. Yeah, I should have done this first. Not very big. Yeah, I'm gonna go over that. To clean this off, I just put some water on it. And I'm just wiping it off with my gunky towel that I use for everything. Okay, and I'm gonna come back with that walnut pen and really accentuate the letters here. And you know, see, that shows you how bad my handwriting is. I can't even copy well. Handwriting. It's not even my own handwriting. I'm copying it. It doesn't even look like achieve anymore. My C kind of got a little... Yeah, I just don't even care now. Okay, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do that thing with the... I'm using walnut. I don't want to use walnut. Oh my gosh. I want to use this sepia. It looks the same. This is sepia and... Yeah, maybe I'll go with a different color. Although this is going to be washed out. I'm not worried about going over my little circle here because I'm going to outline that. I'm going to draw around it with my Derwent, God, spaz. My Derwent ink tints. This is bark color. I'm going to draw around that and again use the water, use my water brush here to dilute it. So I'm going to finish this. I won't subject you to the boredom of watching me do this. And I'll be back. I started doing some more doodling and realized I forgot to hit my record button, so that is all I'm doing right now. I may still do something up here. I really don't know yet. Use my water brush again. I think I want a darker blue. water brush. Oh my God, spaz. I'm such a spaz. So it's just a blue gelato, and I'm just using my water brush again just to activate it. I think I'm just going to use a combination of these blues and yellow. I don't really want to make green here, so I'm already starting to do that though. Oh, that's brown. I probably should have done the blue first and then come back in with the yellow. Colors get buried in here. Okay. I'm gonna try. Yeah, crap. Crap on a cracker. Gonna make green. Yeah, that's gonna be a... Yeah, that's gonna be awful. What happened is I activated the bark pencil that I had used around here, and now it's contaminated. So now this is turning an ugly mud color. And this is a problem that happens to me a lot when I'm working. In my art journal, because I don't think about the water thing, I mean the color thing. I just sprayed water, so of course I had to say water. I don't think about that at the time I'm doing it. And I just start adding it. Then I realize I'm gonna make mud, like I'm doing right now. I got really contaminated on the bottom, so just seeing how I can fix this. And see, there's some of that color got on here, so the first thing I need to do is clean that off. Just gonna use my rag here. Okay. And I'm just going to play around with this with the color. So I want to incorporate some of the yellows, the blues, just to get some color on my page here. So I'm going to keep working with this because I'm going to have to do some painting and then taking it off. So I'll be back. Okay, so this is how my gelatos turned out with the water all smushed around it. I kind of had to just play around with it until I got it the way I liked, and it didn't look quite so much like mud. And then when I wasn't recording, I just put a little bit of journaling on here using a black big brush pen. And then I used my white Signo to kind of outline that because my letters got all mushed together. This tip on these big brush pens is really thick, but it writes over paint really well, so that's why I wanted to use it. And I don't have the fine tip, so I just used that one, and I just kind of outlined it with this just to make it stand out more, and it definitely looks a lot better by my doing that. So, and then I just went in and I did a little bit of pen work. Just doing some more doodling. I reinforced what I had done down here because it got all smushed when I was doing that, you know, painting in here. So, with the gelato. So, and then I just repeated that pattern up here at the top. And I'm just, I just now turned it on, my recorder on. So, that's why I missed some of it. And I'm just going back in and I'm just drawing some squiggly lines on my little, my pen's not doing as good a job here as it did on this. This is a food ball pen, an Otto food ball pen from Jet Pens. Okay, I didn't like the way my pen was writing on that, so I brought my fine liner out. This is the 18 gauge fine line bottle. And I wanted just kind of messy, squiggly lines right here. I like this better anyway. It shows up more. It shows up better, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I think right now that's all I'm going to do on that. But I am going to take my white fine line bottle here that has white fluid acrylic in it. Get it going here. And again, just doodling with the fine liner. Not really sure where I'm going with this. This is probably it. I think I'm just gonna date my page and call this one done and move on to the next. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, you guys, so that is my journal page for today. Alright, I'll see you later.